Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back with the 2012 save. Literally in save less than 24 hours from Wrestlemania. And boy, what a Wrestlemania it was. If you didn't watch it, go watch that right now before spoilers. So much different stuff happened. We have a new WWE champion in the name of Kofi Kingston. John Cena turned heel, turned his back on the WWE Universe. The streak remained. Ryback losing effort. We have a new women's champion. Let's see who else we have. We have a Mr. Money in the Bank. Granted, that's on SmackDown. There was just so much awesome stuff that happened. It got a 99 A-star, the best event I've ever booked in this game. And right off the heels of that, not only do we have Monday Night Raw, but we're only 3 weeks away. That's not much time to build up to our next pay-per-view, Extreme Rules. You know, that classic WWE style with Extreme Rules being that. I do believe I showed off the schedule for the pay-per-views. I'm going to do a post-WrestleMania video after this and SmackDown. So that will be fun. But before we can even do that, let's just jump right into the show here. I forgot to change Triple H's picture. Oh well. Triple H should be in a suit because he's taken back a more backstage role. But we have Triple H and Mr. McMahon, and I probably should have had Stone Cold out there, but whatever. But you know, they're standing out there, and there's like, you could tell there's gonna be like a little party, like kind of like a championship celebration. Like not a grand one, but you know, whatever. But you know, Mr. McMahon looks very somber, and he picks the microphone up and he says, "Before we can begin, I must make it clear. John Cena's actions during the main event of WrestleMania were so horrid, so awful. If you don't remember, he pretty much murdered The Rock on live pay-per-view, so you know, that was fun for all the kids to see. Me and the board of directors have decided to suspend John Cena from Raw indefinitely." Massive cheers. Now, without further ado, your new WWE champion, Kofi Kingston. So John Cena has been fired from Raw, essentially. And from this point on, I should have wrote that down. The name John Cena is not going to be said. John Cena is a nobody in WWE. He is a persona non grata because of what he did to The Rock. But besides that, you know, we forget all that as SOS plays and the new WWE champion Kofi Kingston comes down to the ring. He comes down, he has the title belt. You know, he ended CM Punk's reign of terror. Well, it wasn't really reign of terror, just a long reign. And Kofi says, "Last night, I achieved a dream. A dream every single wrestler in the back, but few can have. They have, but few can achieve." I can't speak. "I won the most treasured title in the sport of pro wrestling today. Now, it wasn't in the most prestigious of ways. But I did want to say," and all of a sudden, Cult of Personality plays on the screen. It's the former WWE champion, CM Punk. CM Punk says, "What you wanted to say is that you cheated in our match, and you're giving the title back right now. Face it, Kofi. You're not even in the same league as me. Hell, you couldn't even beat The Rock, who I could have beaten even without Cena's help." And there's massive boos, and Mr. McMahon looks pissed he even said John Cena's name. Kofi responds by saying, "You know what, Punk? I ain't got a damn thing to prove to you, so if okay with the chairman, at Extreme Rules in 3 weeks, I'll defend the title against you in your contract-obligated rematch to prove that I belong in the main event, to prove that I belong, that this title is mine." And with that, CM Punk agrees. Kofi Kingston agrees. And Mr. McMahon kind of looks, he's like, you know, yeah, I'm agree with that. What a great way to start off the show. We hear from our new champion, and we'll cut to the next segment here. In the next segment, we have Chris Jericho and The Big Show. We have Jericho talking about how tonight they're going to be taking on Insane for the tag team titles. Yeah, it's a tag title match, I believe. Jericho does most of the talking while The Big Show just stands there. And Jericho notably is a little more lighthearted. Like, he's like, you know, I didn't win Money in the Bank. That's fine. You know, I let Big Show down, I let myself down, but we are going to win the tag team titles tonight. Jericho is taking home gold. Chris Jericho really emphasizes him winning gold in WWE. Just kind of a very odd segment, but we're gonna have that match. I believe is next, if I am correct. And yeah, in a 93A match, Zayn managed to retain when Kevin Steen defeated the Big Show with a package pile driver. Oh my god. Fuck your WrestleMania moment. That's a Raw after WrestleMania. Could you imagine 2013 Kevin Steen giving Big Show the package pile driver? I didn't plan that. Originally, I thought Chris Jericho was supposed to be the one pinned. Oh, well, whatever. But I'm sorry, that really caught me off guard. I didn't think he was going to hit the fucking package pile driver on the Big Show. If I remember correctly. It's just a clean win for Zayn, picking up the upset win over two veterans. Sami Zayn, Kevin Steen, really doing good. Kevin Steen with a 90, Sami Zayn with an 85. They usually do better than that, actually. That's kind of surprising. But yeah, no, really good match to start off the Raw after WrestleMania era. And then I forgot to mention, we have some new people on Raw. Essentially, there's a draft. I didn't I kind of wish I did in hindsight, but I'm not going to do this person's been drafted, this person's been drafted. There's not too many people drafted, but I do mention some of them. But for this case, maybe we mention, Ezekiel Jackson's been drafted to Raw. And he comes out, and for some reason, David Otunga beat him. I thought, I just had it. I forgot to set a winner. I thought Ezekiel would win. So Ezekiel makes his giant Raw debut only to get fucked over by David Otunga. I actually kind of like that in hindsight. That's kind of funny. Maybe we could run a storyline off of that. But, just a simple match. 70C plus, what can you do? And we have a WrestleMania recap video. Just recapping all the big moments. Maybe have the Zach Pack on there. The women's title match, which was amazing. Ziggler failing to win the World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk beating The Rock, then losing to Kofi Kingston. And CM Punk says that, tonight, it's not enough that I just got my rematch at Extreme Rules. I'm going to wrestle John Morrison. I asked for a match. That's who I was given tonight in the main event. And Kofi Kingston, I'm going to set an example. Just like The Miz did, I'm going to take John Morrison out of the main event, just like I'm going to do to you at Sunday when I regain my title. Just a small little segment there. And we have a decent match with Bray Wyatt making another defense of his United States title. Bray Wyatt's been kind of a fighting champion, but more of that scary kind of fighting champion. Bray Wyatt defeats Santino Marella in about 15 minutes with his sister Abigail. Defense number 7 of his United States title. Bray Wyatt's really good. When I brought him up, he just shot right into the stratosphere, and I'm very happy for it. Bray Wyatt continuing his run with the United States title. And Bray Wyatt continues to attack Santino after the match, brutalizing him. Sister Abigail. Santino's out and about. He's bleeding from the head. Bray Wyatt then picks up a microphone and holds Santino's bloody head to the camera. He's right in it. And Bray Wyatt says, "Look at this man. What is this man to you? Less than a year ago, he was your United States champion." I can't do Bray Wyatt. But you people will always have hatred for that fact. You cannot stand to see your precious nation corrupted by foreign menaces, by those you deem unfit to be in this faux land of freedom. Yet when I bring this title back home, you say I'm evil. I'm the horrid monster. Well, you can call me an American monster, 'cause you're living in Bray Wyatt's America. And is there more to that? Wyatt then hits Santino with a final Sister Abigail, then laughs at the camera, right in the camera's face, holding his, there's probably blood on the U.S. title at this point. He laughs as we go to a commercial break. Bray Wyatt sending a message. Bray Wyatt, we're living in his version of America, whatever sick, twisted version of it. And apparently he just wanted to bury Santino tonight. as a lot of people should. And ooh, we got this one coming. The Miz stands in the ring, dressed in a fancy suit. Imagine what we had with... If you take what you thought Kofi Kingston had for his little championship celebration, The Miz has outdone him by 10. There's balloons, there's the fanciest foods. It looks like a Hollywood party for like the opening of a shitty Transformers movie. And all the while, The Miz stands before a massive cake in the middle of the ring. He's got a microphone. He brings it to his mouth and he just says... You people should really listen to me. Because I read the comments on the forums, on the internet, on the YouTube clips. Get it, waka waka. Did you people honestly think a peon like John Morrison could ever beat me? Get over yourselves. I'm the most must-see superstar in WWE today. And just like I told Morrison, things are happening that you people can't even begin to comprehend. I am destined for greatness. And not like that one guy from SmackDown. By the year's end, I can guarantee I will be WWE champion. I don't care who I have to beat. Whether The Rock, John Cena, Mr. McMahon. I'll beat them all. I'll show you all. Because I'm The Miz. And The Miz is cut off by a massive RKO from a debuting Randy Orton. Randy Orton's been drafted to Raw, and he lets Miz know he RKO's Miz face first into the cake. Orton does his signature pose for the crowd, who eat up the Viper's return to Raw. I don't know why I wrote SmackDown. I am absolutely stupid. So there you go. The Miz just absolutely destroyed by Randy Orton. That's why I didn't have him here. I wanted that to be a little surprise. But yeah, no, Randy Orton's on Raw. He wasn't really doing much on SmackDown, as you could, if you remember, just that month where he would just have matches and not really do much. So I decided to put him on Raw, see how that goes. And yeah, I wonder what The Miz means when there's things destined for greatness. That things are happening that you don't know about. We can only speculate. Waka waka, nudge nudge. For some reason, The Miz struggled going off script and got 100. But yeah, no, we'll cut to the next match, which is a short, simple match. Holy God, Damien Sandow sucks. Randy Orton just punts. Randy Orton fucking punts Damien Sandow in the head in 30 minutes, 47 seconds. Fuck you, Damien Sandow. Back to enhancement talent you go. I really would like to get Damien over, but God, it's just been a pain in the ass. The first match he did, he had a 1. Not a 1, I'm sorry. Like a 8. So it's been a struggle. But yeah, no, Randy Orton absolutely dominating in his first match on Raw, and I can't remember how long it would have been. We then cut backstage to see the United Kingdom sitting down. However, we only see 3 of them: Wade Barrett, Douglas Williams, and Nicholas Magnus. They also have different shirts. They were I haven't explained what kind of shirts they wore. I'll have to imagine it's just kind of like a UK-centric logo, but the logo seems ripped out of the shirts. They all turn towards the camera, and Wade Barrett begins. The fact that we lost to the Zack Pack at Wrestlemania might go down as the darkest moment in our lives, not as in the lives of every good Englishman. And I know it's hard for you American idiots, but notice the wording I used. Englishman. After we thought about it, he points to Doug and Magnus, we know why we lost now. It's not because we failed, but just like every other time in history, a Scotsman has let us down. Zack Ryder was drafted to SmackDown. Good riddance, we say. But in the spirit of sportsmanship, we thought we'd send him a gift to SmackDown ourselves. The UK move out of the way to see what looks like a bloodied and beaten Drew McIntyre laying unconscious on the ground. Have fun on SmackDown, loser. The United Kingdom walk off. I mean, what can you say? The United Kingdom just beat... Drew McIntyre didn't even get pinned. Like, why did they beat him down? It appears the United Kingdom stable isn't as united as we once thought. And just as a little comment, I don't know if any commenters is from England, jolly old England, but since I realized, I kind of realized in booking it, I thought it was funny that there's literally only one English person in the stable. I wonder if there was like an English name I could give the stable now. I thought This Is England because there's a documentary called that, and it's a really good documentary. I'm a movie guy, so I was like, oh, that'd be like a fun name to use, but it doesn't exactly fit. So if there's any kind of name recommendations for the stable, please let me know in the comments section. I would love to see it. To name it accordingly. And then we have a match between Madison Lane and Kelly Kelly. 82B, Madison Lane with a shining Yakuza kick to beat Kelly Kelly. The former Divas champion, probably not in a good mood. And as cuts to say, well, we see exactly that. God, Madison Lane can talk. That's always reassuring. Madison Lane comes to the ring, gets a microphone, and just starts screaming about AJ Lee. Saying, like, you didn't beat me at WrestleMania. You beat Natalya. You don't deserve that championship. I carried your Divas division for the longest time. I was Divas champion for the longest time. You don't deserve that title, AJ. You don't deserve that recognition. You don't deserve the fame. Everyone's talking about the upset win, but you didn't get an upset win. You just cheated. And you cheated me, and you cheated most likely the fans. We'll never see great women's wrestling again. So whenever you're run out of hiding, AJ, let me know. I'll gladly beat you down. And she throws the microphone down. So Madison Lane clearly upset that she lost her title at the Show of Shows. I mean, give her credit. Madison Lane did have a really good title reign, but, you know, she lost it. What can you say? We then cut to, what the hell was this? I can't remember in my head what this was supposed to be. Oh, this was just CM Punk walking out for his match next, like an entrance type angle. Probably shouldn't have named it that. Now I look like an idiot. Maybe Kofi Kingston. Yeah, Kofi Kingston's supposed to be on commentary. I don't like putting them on commentary. A, because Raw has the 3 commentary team, and that, ruins that. As well as the fact that, they just suck up commentary for the match. But, Kofi Kingston's at ringside watching this match. CM Punk versus John Morrison. Which does a 99A. Wow, that's really good. I can't remember if it's the first time I've done this or not. It might be. I might just be an idiot. And despite Kofi Kingston naturally being a distraction for CM Punk at ringside, CM Punk takes his eyes off him and lets John Morrison get a lot of offense. And eventually, in about 22 minutes, 22 seconds, there's a go to sleep in the 1-2-3, and CM Punk has defeated John Morrison. So it's not been John Morrison's time as of late. But, what can you say? John Morrison is a good wrestler. His time in the main event's probably going to come soon. You can't deny it. And we then have a stare down. Kofi Kingston, CM Punk. It's these two for the WWE title at Extreme Rules. We don't know what kind of match. There could be a match stipulation. There could be any other kind of development. What's going to happen? You'll have to see next time. And we end the show. And let's see how it did. 97 A-star. I thought the one Randy Orton Sandow match was going to kill it. But yeah, no, really good match. A really good show, I mean. Great post-Raw, post-Mania show. And I'm so glad. I hope all of you are enjoying the series. And I will see you all next time for SmackDown. The SmackDown after Raw. See how that develops.